Yo, what's going on, guys? It's the Kingwavey podcast, and today we just got a lot of stuff going down, and I just kind of had to make this because the last video I did with Louis Ma, man, bro, shout out to Louis Ma, honestly, like, he's such an amazing dude, and a lot of, okay, so they say, like, not, I wouldn't say he's famous yet, alright, keyword is yet, okay, um, I really dig his personality, and some people can be really cocky when they think that they're blowing up, and Louis is not like that. All right, he's LC and Sprinkle and all of them are nothing like that, bro, and it's so wild. And I'm just like, bro. And anyways, yeah, we're getting off topic. Oh boy, this is gonna be an interesting one. But I'm set up in the fish shed, guys. Look at this. All right, this is what you call getting crafty. All right, when it comes to wanting to make something do. Quick sponsor. Well, I'm not really sponsoring. It's more like we got more of these T-shirts in the art club. Go check out art club. Art club. My bad, is pretty lit. All right, got these fancy T-shirts. All right, I would show you the back, but it would probably look really bad. But the back is pretty funny. All right, you can come by anytime. We still have plenty. I'm pretty sure they're $15. I don't know how many sizes we got all in, but I would hurry up and definitely get some. All right. Shout out to Miss Thomas. Okay, you're the real OG. But anyways, back to the subject at hand. The power circle, bro. Like that's wild. All right, coming from Vincennes and living in Vincennes, you don't really see a lot, right? Like maybe you see the most is a basketball team went to state, you know. But this is a lot different from a sport. This is more like this is more musical. So like local artists and the people that you went to school with, or the people that you're like, hey man, I knew that kid, right? I'm trying to be that kid. And honestly, I think I'm doing a pretty damn good job at it, if we're really being honest, all right? Because I've made some pretty dope podcasts with some pretty dope people, and they're all been in this town. Well, I take that back. Some of them have been in this town. But yeah, man, it's just so wild to see what 2020 is going to come to. And I'm so excited that you guys are going to be joined with me today. Not today. I mean, my bad, I can't talk today. You're going to be joined with me today. Okay. Edit that part out. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about is like the power circle. And it's wild. And 2020 is going to be the year for power circle. Okay? Like, just mark my words, man. I'm going to be there to get it all. All right? Like, I don't know, but we sat down, and me and Louie and Twizzy and everyone there that was in the last podcast, shout out to all you guys, bro. I definitely could have not gained the view and the support without everyone sharing that. So like shout out to Sprinkle and Louie and LC, bro. Like honestly blessed that I have people like that in my life that are doing well and that want to promote me. That's wild, because a lot of people don't like that. Especially, I forgot I had my man bun in. Oh yeah, that's coming in, guys. All right, that's a whole new improvement. All right, but anyways, yeah. Me and Louie, we were at his crib, and it was so wild how that happened, because I'm just chilling in my room, you know, bumping some tunes, you know. All right, and then I look on my phone, I get Snapchat, and I'm like, oh man, Twizzy text. All right, and he was like, hey man, someone needs to interview Louie. Could you do it? And I'm like, bro, no problem. We got this. And so I send him my number, right? A few minutes, hour goes by, and a manager texts me. All right, a manager, music manager. I don't know if he's based in Florida. I didn't really go far in that. But honestly, like, that's just a wild feeling to have a manager hit you up and just be like, hey man, we need someone to do this. Like, that's a whole new feeling of wow. And wow is all I could say. But, you know, I was like, you know what? No one in this town I noticed is doing this of what I'm doing. So I want to be the kid that did it. So I was like, yeah, no problem, man. We got this. So we go to like Louis. I never forget that day too, because like we did it on a Saturday, and I stayed all night with Grammy. Friday, all right. And I'm like, Grammy, we got a podcast. And she's like, lit. And so we get into the, well, you know how we drive, all right. We get into the car, we go straight to the aunt's house. Shout out to LA, all right. You know who you are, the real OG, all right. Anyways, we're at LA, and I don't have a car. Like, I really need to go get my permit. That will happen sometime soon, near future, 2020, all right. But yeah, and LA lives by Save-A-Lot, and whew, that was grody. And LA lives by Save-A-Lot, and I'm not going to tell you where Louis lives, but he lives in the vicinity of JC's, alright? And from Save-A-Lot to JC's is a pretty long walk, if you just know what I mean, right? And so we're going, and I got all my gear up. I got my tripod strapped to my bag. I got my camera, a pride full of confidence, you know, and I'm like, let's do this. Are you kidding me? An ad. Anyways, we're just going to let this ad go. Chipotle for real. Cue the beat. Cue the beat now. Hey, let's get it. It only took 2 times. Anyways, so got my tripod, I got my camera, and I'm walking. And normally I try to take like the most easiest routes I can get there, you know, to make walking faster. And I was on a time schedule, so I'm like, okay, right. And I'm going, and I'm walking, and I'm cheering my day, and it was cold. I'll never forget. It started to snow as soon as I got there, but I'm going, and low-key almost got mugged by a crackhead, man. All right. Them crackheads in Vincent's is wild, okay? You gotta really watch out for them, because if you don't, oh God, they'll get you, all right? And it's not okay. But anyways, I'm walking and I notice this dude behind me, right? And he's tailing me for a good few blocks, and then I turn and he turns that way. So I kind of made up my mind that no, he wasn't going somewhere. This guy was clearly following me, and I'm like, all right, that's lit. I love that for myself. And so I turn around and I'm like, yo, man, I'm like, what do you need anything? And he's like, what you got in the bag? And I'm like, well, this is happening. I'm getting mugged. And I'm like, well, nothing that you can have, you know? Like, that's my stuff, not yours. And he was like, oh, I see you, right? Well, needless to say, I yelled rape and just ran away. And if you yell rape real loud in the middle of town, it really gives people a stir. And so that guy kind of just stopped and backed away, and I got the fuck out of there, like, ASAP. But anyways, yeah. So we're like running away, and then I'm feeling good. The guy wasn't chasing me. And yo, it was just wild, because I'm like, I'm about to get mugged in Vincent's. What the hell? Alright. Vincent's is really kind of gone south, if we're going to be honest, okay? There's been a lot of stuff happening in Vincent's that's not okay, alright? Some deaths, some muggins, alright? No bueno. And anyways, getting off topic, that's Vincent's for you, alright? Now back to the story. Anyways, I'm walking and we get to Louis' house, and I'm like, I was kind of nervous because the simple fact that his manager hit me up, well, I he didn't really hit me up. I sent him my info, but then he hit me up. Anyways, I'm like kind of nervous because I'm like, Louis a pretty cool dude, and I've only like hung out and recorded with him one time, and it didn't get published. That was, oh boy, that was, I want to say before school, a few months ago, maybe had to be 6 months, yeah. And anyways, we're chilling, and I'm walking there, right, and I'm like, I don't think it's that bad. Like, I'm a little nervous, but at the same time, I feel like I got the confidence to do this, and my understanding that it was going to be me, Twizzy, and Louie. And I'm like, okay, like, Twizzy's a lit dude, and I can really vibe with him, man. And so I'm like, you know what, it won't be that bad. Like, nervousness was kind of dropping down, okay? It was like, out of here, now it's out of here, all right? And I was like, okay, right. So we get there, and I like knock on the door, and Louis greets me with a smile, and he's like, what's up, dude? And I'm like, what's up? And at this time, I am freezing cold. It's like 32 outside. I'm ready to get warm, but also like to get this interview kind of like, not, I wouldn't say done, but started. And so anyways, we're kicking it for a little bit, and shout out to his brother, Eli. Yeah, Eli. All right, yeah. Eli was playing some Fortnite. We were just chilling out. There's another dude there. I can't remember names. I'm sorry, guys, if you're watching this. I'll have to meet you more to remember names. But, so I'm talking to Louie about, like, this interview and what, like, we kind of want to do and what we want to talk about. And we were really vibing. Playing some tunes. He showed me his setup and his whole room. His room, by the way, is so chill, bro. Like, he has his cloud. I don't know if I got a shot of it, but he made that shit, and it just blew my mind. I'm like, holy crap, man, you made that. He was like, yeah. And I was like, whoa, man. But, yeah, so anyways, we're chilling, and we're waiting on Twizzy to come through. And so finally Twizzy comes through. And I'm like, okay, so I see him come up, and then I see two different people. So all together we had like 6 people in the room, maybe 7 including me. And nervousness, holy crap, guys. Like, I went from like having there was like multiple people there, man. There was like a few producers that was working with Twizzy, and it was just nerve-wracking as hell. And it wasn't like these simple sit-downs, I'm not gonna lie. It was like, it could have been so much better, but Louis did such a great job. I love how I cannot talk today. I love how I would ask him questions, and he was pretty lit with the responses, and it was pretty good. But nervous-wise, I was so nervous. I just remember sitting there in that chair, like, why me, man? Like, out of all the people in this town to be doing this, like, why me, man? And so I kind of had to push that to a side. I was like, that's wild. And I kind of just had to let everything sink in as we're about to record. And you just have so much mixed emotions. It's like, holy crap, I'm doing this. It went from like screwing around. Okay, every time I do a podcast, I can screw around, and then I will take it serious. But this one on at hand was serious, because when there's 4 producers in the room that really want this interview to be about Louis and how, like, just basically his start. You guys seen it, but yeah, and it was pretty nerve-wracking, but we did it, man. And such a lit dude, honestly, like Jesus, honestly lit dude. That's gonna get edited out, but yeah, man, we knocked that interview out, and I was talking to Twizzy, and it was so crazy because it kind of just felt like family in a way. And I know I don't want that to sound like cheesy or anything, but like with all of the bros and all of the guys, man, like super lit people. Like, they make you feel at home when you work with them. They make you feel like you're welcome. And it's so... I don't think you can really get that anywhere. And I'm just so happy that, like, they were the ones that wanted me to do the interview. And the type of style and the vibe they give is so incredibly amazing. And I love working with them. And so that leads me to my next topic. 2020, man. Alright. You guys need to pay attention to LC and Louis Ma and Pac and who all the other in Austin, man, and Little Sprinkle. Alright, you gotta like keep up with them. You gotta keep up with these dudes because everyone is like, they're not like, they get less attention than they deserve. So my job is kind of like to go shout them out and take it as far as I can with it, because at the end of the day, they're going to be the ones helping me. Like, if we're being all honest, without LC, Louis, and Austin well, I guess you could say shout out or sharing the interview, I don't think I would get as many views as I did. And I'm not a type of person to be numbers. Like, numbers are just numbers. I'm happy people watch them and like it. Alright, and that to me right there is something that is just makes it 10 times better. And yeah, man, but you need to just keep checking out. I'm going to put all their social media in this video, or in the description, my bad. And yeah, okay, because there's some pretty lit dudes, and they're going to go somewhere. In 2020, man, it's going to be the freaking year, okay? You guys just, well, you heard it from Louis. He wants to be touring sometime this year. And on some real shit, that could happen. Like, that's wild. And you already know, like, I'm going to be the kid that sees that, you know? Like, I want to be the kid who captures all of it. And I'm not trying to sound greedy, but I feel like if there's a job that needs to be recorded, I do it for free. Hell, man, and that's the best you can get. But, like, just imagine, man, like, showing up and sitting down and, like, having a live video at one of their concerts, you know? And just, like, going out and showing the whole fans, getting them on video, you know? Like, there's so many opportunities and great things coming out here, and the sound just gets better. The beats get better. Twizzy and AJ are, like, working their asses off, guys, and they deserve so much more, what's that word? So much more audience and views. I'm sorry, guys, I'm kind of looking at my door. We're gonna pause this. Oh boy, my cameras. I know where my camera's at. Let me check the time here. 8. Alright. Alright, guys, back to what I was saying. You really need to, like, be checking into these guys, man, because they're going to go somewhere. And I, honest to God, think they will, because the way, the sound, the movement, everything, it's just a whole different vibe. And it's wild, man, because that's in Vincennes, alright? If you live in Vincennes, like, you don't see that. And it's so wild to think about that. Someday, I'm going to be there. And I'm going to be, like, I haven't talked to them about it, but, you know, they're going to need someone to record behind the stage and behind the scenes. I want to be that dude, man. Alright? And it's going to happen. And, like, well, let me say that. I shouldn't say it's going to happen, but I just have a really good feeling about the podcast and just YouTube and the videos. I don't know if we'll be directly doing videos or podcasts. If we do podcasts, it's probably going to be with, like, people, but interview styles are really where I'm digging it, and I enjoy meeting all new faces and new personalities. Jade, if you're watching this, we're going to make a podcast sometime, talk about some crazy stuff, some exciting stuff, whatever the hell me and Jade could think of. Alright. On that note, pretty cool person, man. Like, she's just so wild and goofy, and it's pretty great. And I'm so happy to have her as a friend. And it's wild. And all the people I've met over this year, and I just feel like 2020 is going to be a lot more than just a simple year. I feel like this is the year, man. Like I was with Austin and we were on our way here and we were talking about it, and well, let's just say Austin has got stuff cooking up, all right, and you guys will find out when it comes out, all right. On that note, you was playing some of his sound and his new stuff Twizzy that came out with, and holy crap, man, you guys like aren't ready for it. Like honestly, like it was wild, and I remember just sitting in the car. It kind of just gave me chills, and I'm like, holy shit, this is going down, and it was just so insane, and I was just so happy that I could be a part. I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm able to be a part of that, and it's insane of the progress that I have watched. Like, if you don't know, like, me and Austin we're family, so we obviously go way back. So I remember when he was doing this shit when he was, like, my age, and I'm 17, say 16, yeah, 16, 17, he would play his guitar, man, and just the sounds, and he just progressed so much from everything, and he doesn't get as much as, like, not respect. Everyone has respect for Sprinkle, but like I need to find a word. I know there's this word out there, audience, views, whatever you want to call it, but he deserves a lot more of that, man. And so do all these other guys that they've been doing this. Lou's been doing this for about a year. LC's been doing this for about a good while. Austin's been doing this for a hot minute, and it's so crazy how far they have come, and it's just mind-boggling, honestly. And I'm so happy I'm a part of that, man, because it's hard, you know, like to find something that is for you. Whew, my bad. Whew. To find something that is for you is really hard, and sometimes it comes natural and sometimes it doesn't. With podcasting or recording, I don't know, man. It was like since I had got the iPhone and I was able to take photos, I was always into that. And then the ideal of recording myself while talking but not being seen was like something I could do too. And then it just took a lot of, you know, there's an ad. 1 minute.
Go ahead and throw those resolutions out the window and plan a night out during the Champaign County area
Champaign County.
happening January 24th.
January, you heard it from SoundCloud. All right. Oh, it's not over. Shit.
Or visit ccrestaurantweek.org to start planning.
All right, there we go. Back at it. Cue the beat. Did it again. First time. Anyways, self-confidence, bro. That's wild to have. Like, when it comes to recording and talking to an audience that is listening, because that's the cool thing about it is they're not there, like, listening unless, like, you're interviewing or, like, you have some friends chilling that are with them and they're doing it and they're with you. But as far as, like, video, it's just hard. Like, you'll probably notice I'm not really looking in the camera that much just because I don't really know. Like, I'm still working on self-confidence here. Like, it's not, like, going to happen overnight. It's more of a practice thing. And, you know, but, like, what I was saying is it's wild because I've came from recording outside in the hobo shed. What is it? That's what I called it. And the best way to describe it was 2 trees, all right, and then a rope going across, and then I had a hammock, all right, a camping hammock. And I had this giant tarp that was like above. And I'll never forget, like, one day I was just chilling there and I was like, you know what, man? I've been listening to podcasts, and I was talking, well, I never really told anyone I was going to do it. I was just more like, I want to do one, just like kind of like to screw around, you know? And then I did it, and like, oh boy, that was so hard because I didn't even think about it. It was just a bam, go, all raw footage. And Unfortunately, I cannot put that on YouTube just because it's really cringy and it's just not going on YouTube. But for the other ones that I've did on Anchor and the people that have tuned in and are still listening from now to then, yo, shout out to you guys, real OGs, all right, real followers, real listeners, and that's wild. And like that's been a minute. Like it's 2020, and we started that before. I want to say that's at least 6 months, maybe 7 months when I started, and we've just progressed so much. You know, we got a camera. We're recording it off the phone like the good old days. You know, unfortunately, I didn't really want to lug all my stuff over here and do that. I need something that's more portable, but you know, you work with what you got, and it's just so wild. Let me turn this down. Turn it down. There we go. I hope that's just not been blaring. I'll have to tune that down a little bit. But yeah. But anyways, man, like the confidence we've grown from 6 months to 7 months is wild. Like it's not only helped me with, it's just helped me with interacting with people. Like I used to be a socially awkward dude, and it's like that last summer, and it was like kind of before, and like I kind of just gained a lot more self-confidence, and that is so hard to gain, honestly, man. Like that's just like a hard thing to do and get good at it, you know. But you know, we achieved so much in life, and I'm so happy of what we've gotten and all the progress we've made. We've got this fancy mic, an awesome setup, an awesome camera. Thanks to Austin, bro. Real brother love right there. All right. It was like, yo, you can have this camera for free for Christmas. And I'm like, all right, bet. We already talked about that when he did that, and I totally recommend go checking that out. That was a good one, honestly. A good time we had. That was when we had the setup. So if you're curious what it looked like in here with the setup, I recommend you go check that video out. I'll have a link in the corner. All right. But yeah, it's getting chilly in here. Brr. Boy. See, I love the Fish Shed. It's an awesome studio. Well, Fish Shed studio. It was funny because me and Chris were talking about it. It's the Kingwavey Fish Shed studio. That's a lot of words. But yeah, it's great. And shout out to Grams for letting me do all this. I know one day you're going to be watching this. Hopefully this one you can watch. That's not, so I definitely want to beep out some cuss words, and if I can't, sorry, we'll just tell you when to skip and pause, Grammy. But yeah, shout out to them, man. Without their help and their support on this, like, I'm not gonna say my mom gives a lot and shows a lot, and I'm so grateful for her, and for Chris, so grateful for all of them, man, and just all the help and all, like, them raising me. They did an amazing job. All right, I think it turned out pretty well, and I'm not even done growing yet, but you know, it's pretty great. And I don't know if they're fully like looked into the podcast or watched them, but you know, just because they are not listening to them doesn't mean they don't support me. And that goes along with Grammy, you know, like I don't think she really listens to him, but she supports the idea of me doing something, you know, and something I can take this as a career, all right? I don't think people understand is with cameras, if you can record, edit, shoot, take pictures, and do all that stuff and learn how to edit pictures online, edit videos online, all right, you can take that somewhere in life. And I'm going to be the testimony to it, man. I want to show people that, you know what, like, a kid from Vincent's can do this too, man. Like, if Fitz can do it, if LC can do it, naming all the local ones, but like, you know what I mean, man. Like, if anyone else can, what's stopping me from doing that? You know, like I'm not going to give up on something. Like, I've never took this at heart so much, And ever since I started to do it, like, I've kind of just started to lean towards videoing and photography a lot more ever since the podcast has been about, you know, and it's really just showed me a lot of really great things and a lot of great people, and it also shows that you can do this for a living. Yet I'm not making money off this, but one day, you never know, man. Like, one day this fish shed might be bumping. Like, we might have some dope stuff in here, all right? And you're all going to be with me to see it. And I'm so excited to bring you along with me, all you guys that are watching, you know, and whether it be 3, 4, 5. Last video I had 230 views, but I'm not trying to sound arrogant with that. And I'm so grateful with that. And just to have that many people have clicked on my video and watched that, I don't really care. A lot of people will be like, that's 234 people have clicked, and that's not a lot. But if you really think about it, that's a pretty decent amount of people that's clicked on and took their time out of the day to watch my video. You know, that's wild. And I don't think I could ever be like so grateful for that. And you know, but yeah, man, where are we at with timing? My phone is still going strong. I'm not gonna lie. We are 31 minutes. I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry guys. People that sent questions. I'm gonna go check Snap. I sent, normally before I do podcast or a video, I'll send out a Snap. Alright. If you don't know what it is, you can add me at Buddy24. BUDY24. Pop up as Kingwavey. Alright. And you gotta give it an ad, okay? Because I'm more active on Snap. And anyways, yes, let's see what the people has said. Last time I checked, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have a whole lot. But we'll see what we rolling with. Alright, let's go. Alright. We're gonna swipe up. And the phone won't be hella slow. Alrighty. This question is from Logan Mize. Alright. Goofy dude. He's like, would you go gay for Lil Pump? I don't know. Would I? Probably not, no. Because if they call him Lil Pump, he probably has a little dick. And, you know, that's just, that ain't gonna satisfy a person. No homo. But, yeah, that's all for questions. Oh, Riley had one, but I don't know if I can share it because it was a joke that when I was talking to him, was when I first seen him and like ever talked to him, I told this joke and it was really funny. Unfortunately, I cannot say it on camera, but it was a good one, not gonna lie. It cracked me up, me and the jokes, and if you're listening and you know how like my humor, you know what's funny, okay? And I've made you laugh in a time, and yeah, but I guess that wraps it up for questions. This has been a Kingwavey production, alright? And I'm just so excited to share it with you guys. And I hope you guys have had a killer day, and always remember just to live life to the fullest, alright? Deuces! Oh, maybe if I would get on my recorder app and in the video. Alright. Alright guys, this has been a Kingwavey production. Deuces.